Alright, we've got a great dinner for you tonight. We're going to have lamb chops way over there. We've got a mixed green salad with carrots, roasted beets and cucumbers, and we're going to have grilled asparagus and mushrooms. So Melissa's going to show us how to make it all.
Okay, first we'll start with the lamb chops. And generally you want your lamb chops cut from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. And you want to salt and pepper them and bring them to room temperature before you grill them. And you grill them on a medium-high heat with the lid down. And you grill, first is 4 minutes for the first side, and then when you flip them, it's about another 5 minutes to medium rare to 6 minutes to medium, somewhere in there. And to go with our lamb chops, I've already salt and peppered them, and I'm going to put some Herbs de Provence on there, and because that always goes well.
Herb de what?
Provence. It's a French combination.
And remember, all this will be printed out too, and you'll have all the ingredients. And with lamb chops too, there's some really great local farmers where we get our lamb chops from. French family farms, and also Jesse Asbury in Liberty. That's where these came from, and they're great lamb chops. So if you're thinking you don't like lamb, you got to try this because it's a super good, healthy protein source and super tasty.
And to go with our lamb chops, I'm going to make a garlic rosemary butter. And to make this, you start with, I have about a stick of room temperature unsalted butter, and I have about a clove of minced fresh garlic in there, and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard in there. And I'm going to chop up some fresh rosemary here. And this is, when you get it on the stick, it's kind of difficult, but the easiest way is the top sprig is here and this is the bottom, is to just go backwards on it. And it just strips it right off, so it's really easy to get it off. And then you just mince it up. What you're going to do is you're going to put all this together, and the butter has to start out room temperature. And this can be made ahead earlier in the day, it can be made a week ahead and kept in the refrigerator, or for long term you can put it in the freezer. Just wrap it up well. And so it's nice and chopped. I started some there. But it's about a tablespoon. Or you can do anything. If you want to do this with something else, you can put other herbs, dill, parsley, any mixture. But rosemary always goes nice with lamb. So you mix this up, and then what you're going to do is, after everything is together, you have to refrigerate it. So this needs to be done ahead of time, so all the flavors can come together. And there you have it. And then what you'll do with it is, after your lamb chops are coming off the grill, you will put a spoonful, or you can make it in a roll and slice it and put some right on the fresh grilled lamb chops, and it gives a great flavor to the lamb chops right on top of it. And next we have grilled asparagus and portobello mushrooms. And what I do is I marinate these ahead of time, and I put them right in a Ziploc bag because it's the easiest way to store it, and I can move it around to marinate it. And these are portobello mushrooms, and I slice them in fairly large pieces because these take a little longer to grill than the asparagus. The asparagus only takes a few minutes, but what we'll do is you put them all in the Ziploc bag, and we add some olive oil to it so they all get coated well. And here I have a couple tablespoons of salt. Actually, you can use, this is kosher salt, but you can use sea salt if you want. And then some fresh ground pepper in there. And then we're going to add some balsamic vinegar. And when you add the balsamic vinegar, then you just Ziploc the bag right back up. And shake it around and let it marinate. You can do it a couple hours ahead of time. You can do it 30 minutes ahead of time. And there There we go.
Now we've got a salad.
And next we have a salad here. And this salad has a bunch of different greens in it. And it also has a roasted beets, and it has golden beets also, and carrots and cucumbers. And I also have some goat cheese, a balsamic fig goat cheese to put on top of that.
Where'd you get it?
Actually, I got this at Sam's.
Okay.
So sometimes they carry all different kinds of goat cheeses, which is great. And for the dressing here, we're going to have...
Roast the beets. How are we going to roast the beets?
The roasted beets, I cut them all the same size, basically. I do them in double tin foil and drizzle with olive oil, salt and pepper, and I put some fresh thyme on these, some lemon thyme and some regular thyme that I have growing, and just seal the foil up and put it in the oven, 350 for 45 minutes, somewhere in there, until I pierce it to check it. I open back up and check it with a knife to make sure it goes through. So,
okay.
And there we have it. Put that on top. And for our dressing, I have a shallot, chopped up, minced up. I have a garlic clove. Oh, hard to get out. And we're going to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, some olive oil, and actually right here I have 6 tablespoons of olive oil. And this is 8 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And then salt and pepper to taste, and then whisk it together. You can put it in a blender if you want. Put it in a jar and shake it up.
So we got lamb chops, dressing, we've got the asparagus and mushrooms, and the salad. So have a great meal, enjoy it, don't be afraid of the lamb chops, they're super tasty, and have a great meal. And remember, all these ingredients will be listed underneath this email. And we hope you give it a shot and have a great meal.